Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. All-Star Week is coming up, so we got to discuss who's in the Derby, who's playing the game, what are our thoughts? Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. Thank you very much for joining us. My name's Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake, Trevor in California, and producer BBD behind the desk. And brought to you by DraftKings as always. This is the last episode recorded in our usual manner, the three of us in this room and Trev in his man cave out in California, because Friday Jake is going to Buffalo, and so he'll be remote. Me and BBD will be here. And then the next Monday, we'll be recording from Denver all together. We're a week away from the whole company being in Denver for the All-Star game. Majority of the company for baseball people. And I'm very, very excited, Trev. So bounce off with me and tell me how excited you are.
I am ecstatic. I actually was talking to Rosie a little bit about what we're going to do because we're first night we get in. I told you we got to go, rub some elbows, shake some hands, kiss some babies. And I excel at that, Jim. So it's nice to be put into a situation you're going to thrive in. I'm happy about that. I don't know if people saw this on my Twitter, I got a new plant.
Yep.
And I would like help naming the plant. Jimmy says moss. I don't really like it.
Okay.
I was going to say
Mr.
Bobby
Moss.
Manfred because it stinks. Ooh. But that's like it's like reaching a little bit. So hopefully there's something more clever from the chat or the comments section. But I'm doing great. Can't wait for Denver. Jacob, how are you?
Trevor, James, Big Baby David, everyone listening, and the premiere, everyone listening after. It's exciting, man. I mean, Trev, I saw it. You and I just had that look like, oh, I'm going to see you soon. And I think me and Jim and one of our friends, the phrase we used to say, there was a joke, but we used to say, like, next time I see you, I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock you out. You're going to wrestle me in the yard. I see clothes coming off. I see headlocks. I see kisses on the nose. And, if you and Rose need help, rubbing babies or whatever, let me know. I'm in on that.
It's funny that you say like we're gonna fight each other because if anybody wants to go watch my newest episode of Sequence ad, during the ad I actually offer to fight you.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Wow,
we're on the same page, baby.
I'm excited.
What's that from? We say that all the time.
I think our buddy Ken just used to say it a ton.
I'm gonna knock you out.
That used to be like his hello for a little bit. Like, I'm gonna knock you out.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Kind of strange.
Yeah.
He was oddly.
Some people have been reaching out. I'm gonna say something douchey, but I call myself. Some people have been reaching out. They're like, "What are you doing for All-Star Game? We should meet up." And it's like, "Hey, that's not how JOMBOY Media does trips.
Yeah.
We're busy.
We're rolling.
We are busy.
We got, I think, 6 events in 3 days, and Jake and I just added a 7th for ourselves because we're nuts. What of it?
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, if you're coming to the watch party, very excited to meet you. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Speaking of the All-Star Game, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Speaking of things to talk about, I got to tell you about Magic Spoon cereal. I had it for breakfast, Trev. 2 bowls. I mixed. I put it on my Instagram story so you can fact check that. I ain't a liar. I mixed the frosted with the fruity, which I've said on here all the time. That's my favorite combination. Although blueberry by itself may be taking the leaderboard because I'm not even mixing the blueberry. I'm saving the blueberry as the last box out of the 4 I got for solo cereal. So very excited for that. Magic Spoon cereal is guilt-free, healthy cereal for adults. Your kids can have it. Kids can have it. Be healthy with them too. But it's 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, only 140 calories a serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. You can build your own box or get a variety pack with available flavors. They have cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon. They have some like mixing combinations, like when you get Jelly Bellies, and they're like, mix the watermelon with the cherry for a nice, fruity, summery splash.
Where you been getting your jelly beans? Come up with another combo real quick.
buttered popcorn,
Yeah.
and the garbage.
Exactly. Thank God you said that. I used to be a huge Jelly Belly fan until, like, you got to pick through the black licorice, the buttered popcorn.
My dad likes all those flavors. What a sicko.
You know what I'm good at in life?
Eating anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Natural born
You
fat
want the
ass.
bad jelly beans? Bring them to Poppy.
Everyone needs a garbage disposal.
Yeah. Literally.
That's what you become when you're a father, Jim. Just so you know, like, your kids eat like nothing, and they're like, well, I can't waste it, but might as well take a bite of that grilled cheese sandwich or mac and cheese.
I am a kind of a scrounger at dinner, so I'm excited for that a little bit. I grew up in a very some family. Me and my dad, that's how we eat meals.
Splitsies.
Yeah. I'll have some of yours, you have some of mine. When I find someone at a restaurant that won't do some with me, I'm like mad. Like, come on, dude. I don't want to eat one meal. I want to taste the whole menu.
Open up the board.
What if I told you that you could have some of mine, but I don't want any of yours? That's what happens with me. That's how I am.
That's
like,
fine.
I know what I want. You can have some of it, but I don't want any of yours.
It's fine. Right now, because Katie's
Ew.
pregnant and her taste buds and smells are super sensitive. Our dinner process ordering is order the top 2 things you like, and I get whatever she doesn't like. So that's kind of my ultimate life, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big cafeteria guy. Anyway, go to magicspoon.com/baseball to grab your delicious cereal and try it today. And be sure to use your promo code baseball at checkout to save $5 off your order. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% guarantee, happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/baseball and use the code baseball to save $5. You want to do snubs first, Trev? Should we tell people who the starters are? Some people may not even know.
Let's do that. Let's do the starters first, and then we can go position by position real quick. How about that?
Let's just
Can we
churn
start it
it
off?
Yeah,
Churn
start
some
it off.
butter.
2 miles.
Well, I'll start with the National League, and we don't have a starting pitcher yet. I don't believe. So I'm gonna list the pitchers that they have ready to go right now. Okay. National League pitchers: Corbin Burns, obviously we know that. Yu Darvish, Jacob deGrom, Kevin Gausman, Josh Hader, Craig Kimbrell, German Marquez, Mark Melancon, Alex Reyes, Trevor Rogers, Zach Wheeler, Brandon Woodruff, the other attorney at law, and that's it.
Okay. And DeGrom might not go, and Gausman wants Alcatraz prison uniforms as jerseys, and German Marquez is not being traded. Those are the updates that I have on the top of my head on all those players.
Wow.
What's interesting, we talked about this, is there's going to be a bunch of people that fill in, people that can't pitch. You need to have pitchers, and if you pitch, right before the game, you can't pitch. So it's all this is probably going to change.
Yes.
So here we are.
So let's break it down. What
I
you
think
guys
we should
rooting
move on
for?
for the pitchers. Nobody cares about the pitchers.
No one cares about a pitcher.
Oh, that's
Give
just
us a
me?
brewer. Give us a brewer. I don't care which
Burns.
one.
For what?
starting the game.
baseball game. Remember the firm you
Oh,
talked
you're
about.
naming the starter. Yeah. I think that. Yeah.
Okay.
Woodruff or Burns. I'm in for either one of those.
The law firm.
Depends on who lines up.
Reward the Brewers.
Yes. Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Catchers.
Go to catchers. Who's the
Moving on to
National League catcher?
The starter,
Actually,
which is
don't know this.
awesome. Buster Posey.
That is cool.
Hot.
That is cool.
You got to give Buster some love. Didn't play last year. Am I right about that?
I would guess.
Comes back
Joey
this
Bart
year.
season, yeah.
He's older. People are like, "Is Buster Buster?" Well, he's Buster. If you know what I mean.
Reward
Backing
the
him up,
Giants.
they got JT Realmuto, which is kind of obvious. Moving on to first base. Do you want to talk about those guys?
No, the only thing I'd say is, was there Gausman's there? Because I like a battery as the starter and the catcher if it can happen. I think it's just kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know the stats. I haven't looked at Gausman versus Woodruff versus Burns. And obviously if DeGrom wants to play, he's a starter. But if DeGrom's out and Gausman's stats are still he was for a while the second best pitcher.
Gossman's there.
So if it's, I would like that battery. I think that's so cool, especially for Giants fans. It's like a really cool sense
And
of pride.
because a reminder, this game means nothing.
Yeah, it means nothing. But remember
It's an
when
exhibition.
the Yankees
so like,
had
put Marquez out there. Put the home guy.
Didn't
like,
Tanaka start it in
do
2019 with
yeah.
Gary catching him, and that was like my heart was as full as it's ever
do
been.
something that's fun. That's the whole point of the game.
So my vote's for Gossman to start with
Done.
Buster as
we
the
just
catcher.
decided it.
Yeah, lock.
Okay, I'm in.
Nice. We got Trev. First
Moving
base.
on.
Yep.
You want to do it?
First base for the National League is Freddie Freeman.
Excuse me.
Did I get it wrong?
The pronunciation was just
Freddie Freeman.
one more
sort
time.
of an early settler name.
Frederick Freeman. Yeah, it is.
Maybe like a California Gold Rush name.
Yeah, Freeman is interesting because that's a lot of slaves who, when they got their freedom, why you have a lot of black people in America with last name Freeman, but he's not of that descent that I know of. But yeah, Freddie Freeman, Frederick Freeman, probably an early settler name.
Yeah. Reserve is Max Muncy. A lot of people feel like he should be starting the game.
He should, right? Is that a snub? Starter snub?
Yeah, I mean, Muncy is like weirdly underrated. Everyone sleeps on him. 'Cause, dude, he was the other guy I watched last night. So there was two guys. I watched non-Yankees because they had an off day yesterday. So I watched Bryce Harper score from first on a double, and it was the hardest I've seen a player like run all season. And I was like, Bryce, you're the man. I fucking love that, dude. And then Max Muncy, your thick king of kings. He was on third base, like trying to bait throws. And I was like, I love that. God, thick king of the world. Max Muncy, he should be starting, but...
He should be starting. He's crushing Freddie in almost every single category. Not to take anything away from Freddie. He's the man, but...
Game doesn't matter.
It's not even really close. I mean, Muncy's OPS plus is 171 right now. Freddie's is 126. Max has got an extra homer on Freddie. Max's OBP, guess it, quick.
402.
410.
416.
Whoops.
Freddie's awesome, 381. But look, Max should be starting. I think Freddie will probably admit that too.
Tall and skinny.
They should invite all the players and like let them figure it out. That way, if you have an old man show up and like he gets the honors, give him the nod. If you're the 38-year-old showing up at maybe your last hurrah, go out there. I think Freddie Freeman would probably be noble enough to be like, Muntz, you outplayed me this year, dude. You get the start.
All-Star game from the accolade section.
Let him play naked. I'm with you, Jim.
Well, we talk about this all the time. Do it at the end of the year, then you can put it in the accolade section.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl it.
That might be my biggest campaign. Once everything quiets down a little bit, I might say take All-Star games off of the accolades of Hall of Fame voting and Baseball Reference award section. Just get them out of my fucking face.
It's going to be the JM Baseball
Get out
award
of
in
your
there.
face.
Okay, let's keep going down the National League. Jake, who's the starting second baseman? Because I see Adam Frazier.
Holy smokes, fellas. You are all over it, by the way. It is Adam Frazier from your Pittsburgh Pirates. How about double reserves? We've talked about the Crone Zone a lot, and boys, someone snuck up on them. The little monster who's going to the All-Star game, his numbers are like there now. I was surprised by that the other day, but Ozzy Albies is now in the mix, and I love my short king of kings. So, yeah, that's your second baseman. We've talked a lot about Frazier and Cronenworth, and, that's kind of a pick your poison a little bit. I like rewarding Frazier, a contact hitter in an age of non. So good
and
for
doing
him.
it in such a non-fun
In a sad environment,
Yeah.
and let's get him traded. Like, let's get him traded during the game. That's fun.
Has an All-Star ever been traded in the middle of the All-Star game?
I don't think during the game. There was a guy, someone was traded right before the All-Star game recently, right?
Don't remember
Melanson,
baseball.
I think it was Melanson.
Could
He
have
played
been.
for the National League team. And where did he come from? The Yanks?
Melanson All-Star trade. Let's see what this brings up, Plouffe.
By the way, your boy, the little monster, won off the NL lead in RBIs.
Whoops.
59. Duvall, which is shocking, leads the NL with 60.
Got to be pretty nice to have Ozzy running in front of you and getting on base in front of you. Not Ozzy, Acuna.
Ronald.
Ronald. What's
Frederick.
Ozzy's? Is it Ozzy? Is that his birth name? It can't be, right?
Eugenio Yurdi Alejandro Albies. So no. Cool initials. OJJA.
Oja.
Oha.
Oja Cat. That's what the kids are into these days.
OZHAINO.
Yeah,
Eugenio.
I'm not even going to try.
Man, people have been really coming at me with my pronunciation, Jim. I think you're rubbing off on me. Like, you keep saying Maeda, but it's like not Maeda. It's something else.
Someone commented like I've been waiting like 2 years to correct you. I'm like, correct me earlier, please.
Yeah. Let me look it up right now. You guys.
I do try to I was confident in Maeda, and it's Maeda. What is it?
Maeda or something. I don't know.
I was confident in that one. A lot of times I'm not confident. I try to Google and like listen to highlights and stuff. But dude, a lot of times you listen to highlights and the announcers get it wrong too. So but yeah, correct me. Thank you for leaving that comment. I'll figure it out and I'll work on it. It's hard. Yeah, thousands of players.
It is hard.
It is hard.
Okay, Jake. Who's playing the next position?
Shortstop.
Shortstop, drinking bourbon, getting drunk. Nelly should be starting in this. He's probably saving himself for the All-Star Celebrity Game. Fernando Tatis Jr. will get the nod over Nelly this year. And you got to love the reserves. Brandon Crawford and Trey Turner. Beautiful, rewarding Crawford for his year. And Trey Turner constantly just kind of overlooked for whatever reason. So that's a good crop. I'm good there.
Okay. I like that.
Third base?
Trev, you're the office third baseman after me. And you said, what'd you say, Arenado?
Nolan Arenado is starting, and I actually like the backups here too because I'm friendly with one of them. Chris Bryant, who they have as the third base reserve. Also, my guy, Eddie Escobar, first All-Star team selection. Fogo de Chao guy.
Ooh.
Big fan of Fogo. I got to see the stats here. Because Nolan, I don't think he really, really deserves to be the guy if we're going just statistically.
Are we doing our snubbies along the way?
Yeah, Muncie's my number one starter snub.
Starter snub.
That I found out about as we were doing this.
Okay, that's huge. That's huge. We talked about on the JM All Baseball team. I'm so mad Justin Turner's not on this team. He's having a brutal week. He gets blocked at the White House picture. We did that on the Weekly Dumb a little bit. And, I mean, Chris Taylor, and I don't want this to be a shot at Chris Taylor, who's had an awesome year, and he's been leading off. You can put him anywhere. You can put Chris Taylor anywhere in the lineup, offense, defense, and he's going to give you a ball game, and I respect the hell of that, and he's having an awesome year. He's racking up WAR. Justin Turner, though, is kind of the soul of that team. Remember, we were talking about what kind of contract is JT going to get? He's kind of old now, right? Justin Turner's played 80 games this year. We talked about Belly being out. We talked about pretty much everyone on the Dodgers being out for an extended period of time. Justin Turner's been there, and he's just been raking, and he's always in the middle of the lineup. So I'm pretty mad. JT currently not even on the team, and there's a pretty good argument that he could be over Arenado. And, the Red Main World Series champs, JT me.
I don't mean to pile on Arenado because he is having an excellent year now that I'm really looking at the stats. But the other snub, the one that I'll give, is another third baseman, Manny Machado.
Traded during the All-Star break. I tweeted it out, and the public
That was him?
just said Manny did it.
It was Manny. Okay.
I remember it being cool that it was first half's going to be with one team, second half's going to be with another team. That's cool. So,
Manny Machado leads NL third baseman in WAR. He's got a better offensive WAR, better defensive WAR than Arenado, better weighted runs created plus, better WOBA. I mean, anything you can think of, he's really kind of leading in. So shout out Manny, shout out Jay Turner. It's tough. I don't think they care.
No. I think if you've been to a couple All-Star games, you don't mind not going to the All-Star game. Just from
Everybody always does that.
Some vibes that, a lot of people opt out and say, hey, this is like when Judge did the home run derby, then the All-Star break, he came back and he was like, that was tiring. Everyone else got 3 days off and I had like 3 of the most busiest days out of routine busy.
That's what people say. It might be just best if you're like, yeah, I'll play. And then like really right before be like, oh, I'm feeling something in my hamstring. I'm still on the team.
I'm just tight.
Somebody needs to play.
Yeah.
Just a little
Is
tight.
that terrible?
Just a little tight in my back.
Not terrible. All right.
Moving on to the outfielders. I got them. Starters, we already know. It's Ronald Acuna Jr. and the 2 Reds guys, Jess Winker and Nick Castellanos. The reserves being Mookie Betts, Brian Reynolds of the Pirates, Kyle Schwarbaum, Juan Soto, and Chris Taylor, which is pretty cool. His first All-Star nod.
That is cool. Congrats to him. CT.
Should be Turner.
Manny got traded on July 18th. The All-Star game was July 17th. I'd like a before the date trade.
There is one. There's a pitcher for sure that they were like, what jersey is he gonna wear? I want to say it was Melanson.
I hope you're so right, Trev.
Me too. That would be really cool.
I went to Google it.
Really patting myself on the back.
Internet fought me for a minute, so
I'm not Googling it. That's weak sauce, bro. Googling something, just make it up until it's true.
Yep.
Amen.
Okay.
Over to the AL?
Yeah, let's rip through the AL.
You go ahead, Jim.
Salvi Perez gets the nod behind the dish for Kansas City. Played a lot of games. Good both-way, two-way catcher. So I think that gets him there because I don't think he leads in offensive stats. I think he's not even like in the top 3 anymore. Or maybe he came back. I don't know. But at one time when we were making it, he wasn't in top 3. But I did give him the nod like after May because I said he's just played so much more. He's doing,
Right.
and he's doing the home run derby. We'll talk about that later. I think that's like, dude, you're gonna be tired playing so much.
Yeah, ahead of him offensively, the catchers Yasmani Grandal, Mike Zunino, and Sean Murphy, who leads all of AL catchers in WAR at 2.4. Sal's at 1.6. Sal's, he's just one of those guys. He deserves to be an all-star. Just, maybe I don't know. I don't know how to phrase
No,
that.
I'm fine with
obviously
him
he's
being
an
the
all-star
starter
player.
because he played it day in, day out.
I think the bigger thing here with the AL catching position is it's probably the perfect example of why the All-Stars shouldn't be awarded until after the season. There's about 6 AL catchers that by the end of the year with a good second half, you'd be like, they were easily the best catcher this year. You mentioned Murphy. I mean, if Gary Sanchez continues his hot month of June in another month, his hitting numbers are probably going to be out of the other catchers like reach. Yasmani Grandal, like that's kind of a huge miss. So, and Big Z has been running it all year with Zunino. So, like, how crazy is that? I mean, if someone were to have a bad second half, they could end up being like the 6th best catcher in the AL in 2021, but you could also be an all-star. So that's where Midsummer Classic, I think we can all agree, incredible name.
Yeah.
I hear Midsummer Classic, that's awesome. I'm super into it. But if we're using it as a measuring stick for guys, like this position is the perfect example.
Sean Murphy's like excellent defensively. Did not know that. I kind of like doing these shows. I find out a lot of things about people I didn't know. So good job, Sean Murphy.
We're all learning together.
It's impactful.
We don't know. We just learn, talk. It's beautiful stuff. So I did find Petriello replied, Jeff Shaw.
Huge.
made the All-Star game as a Cincinnati Red, pitched in the All-Star game as a Dodger, was traded the Saturday before the game. That is kind of insane. His first appearance as a Dodger came during the All-Star game. He was pissed off about it because after winning the Rolaids Reliever of the Year award, he signed an incredibly team-friendly deal to stay in Cincinnati because he lived within walking distance of the stadium, and then they traded him at the All-Star break right away.
And Trev, I think I have the guy you were looking for earlier. Different Jeff S. pitcher, Samardzija, I think, was traded right before the break. He was traded on July 5th and was an All-Star that year.
Maybe that's what it was.
And Melanson, though.
So he went from the White Sox to the.
He went from Cubs to Oakland, and then the next offseason went to the White Sox.
Cubs to Oakland. Okay. My bad.
People forget Jeff Samardzija, kind of an all-time two-way athlete, man.
Does he still have the record for receiving Notre Dame? Him and Quinn?
Crushed Notre Dame, bro. He used to crush USC at Notre Dame.
Who is his quarterback? Brady Quinn?
Your guy.
Brady Quinn. Now I'm done. You guys remember those commercials?
No.
No.
That's me.
But I always thought Brady Quinn and Sidney Crosby kind of looked alike. Okay.
Brady Quinn was too pretty. He was too pretty.
Yeah.
It was way
That
too
was his
pretty.
It's a
problem.
case of being too pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we?
I think we
You went
covered it.
catchers. I'll go first baseman. Vlad Guerrero Jr., the top all-star vote getter, gets the start. The reserves, kind of like both these guys, Matt Olson and Jared Walsh, all three of them, their first all-star nod.
Congrats.
Congrats, guys. That's kind of nice. All the
Jared-
first basemen just
Yeah.
shaking hands. Like, hey, this is cool.
Jared Walsh got snubbed. He should be a starter.
Wow.
Oh, I like that. I like what you're doing there, Jim.
Thanks, Trev.
Wow.
I like what you're doing there.
Yeah.
It's pandering. That's what that's called. Moving on to second base. Marcus Semien, my guy. First season over at second base says, I'll just be the all-star starter.
Hey, this
No
is
big
easier.
deal.
This is easier over here.
The throw is really easy over here. I can take my time. The
So
reserve, they
close.
only have one listed here. It's Mr. Jose Altuve, who's come on like gangbusters.
God.
You like him?
I mean, he was a short king. He kind of fell out. He was involved in some stuff. I'd rather not talk about it. But yeah, I mean, when Jose Altuve's hot, it still almost doesn't look real, and he's been hot for a little bit. Good for Semien, man. Like, if there's a dude to root for outside of your own baseball team, hope he breaks the bank. Hope he repeats the second half, and someone's got to give him, what is it, 9 figures? Because, yeah, let's go, Marcus.
He's like one of the most likable guys in the game.
Would he like me? 3, 2, 1.
He'd be nice to you.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I was just going to say straight indifference.
I
Yeah,
thought I
you're
had
right about
something
that,
mean that I think you could have said, but I don't think it plays.
Okay. I was going to say he wouldn't notice you.
That's fine. No, that's a good
no,
thing.
you know what? He'd go out of his way to say hi to you, and then he would forget you for the rest of his life, probably.
So many people have probably done that to me.
Not bad.
Okay.
Moving on
Yeah.
to shortstop. We got our guy, the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts getting the start.
Bagats.
Is that Boston?
Is that
Yeah,
Boston,
yeah,
Trev?
yeah.
Is that Boston?
Yeah. Slipped out on you.
Can you guys give me Xander's name in the Boston accent, please?
Jake Ken.
It's kind of not my forte after the Simeon
okay.
stuff. Xander Bogaerts. You know, Bogaerts doesn't get the love. What's with
He does because it's his third All-Star team. The guys behind him, Bo Bichette, getting the number 1 All-Star nod, and then Carlos Correa with his second. Hard to argue those guys.
Yeah.
Unless you're a J.P. Crawford fan.
I am a big J.P. Crawford fan. I told you guys I was going to, wax poetic about him a little bit, but, I've done that on the Chris Rose IG Live ad.
Wow. So many ads.
Bo Bichette deserves some more love, huh?
Yeah.
He
He gets a lot of
he
he
gets
gets a lot of
I
love.
think it's
I mean,
love.
23 years old. Career 856 OPS. Leading the league in runs this year. Playing every game, 82 games. Maybe not.
Yeah,
every
but
game.
Karl Ravitch,
Yeah.
screwed him.
That's true.
He screwed him.
That's tough.
You know who I think needs more love?
Who's that?
Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
7 homers, 18 walks.
It's gonna get ugly.
Okay, who else?
Moving
Who
to
else is on the
third
list?
Base.
It's like Duke of Edinburgh stuff.
Rafael Devers, first All-Star selection. He's the All-Star starter. Behind him, our guy J-Ram, who we hope is traded to a contender, to my Braves. Doesn't seem likely, but he's backing up. That's his 3rd All-Star game.
Good job by Devers, man. He's really, really fun to watch.
He is really good.
He's made
And
more strides on defense too. He took kind of a baby step up. He's starting to make some highlight plays. Like if that continues, man, good for him.
Good for him.
Moving on, the designated hitter. We got 3 of them.
Perfect.
Shohei's the first one. He's going to be listed twice here. He'll get the start at DH. Behind him, Nelson Cruz, and it's his 7th All-Star game selection, and JD Martinez, it's his 4th.
I don't know Cruz's numbers, so I'm not trying to knock Cruz. Do they need 3 DHs? Can't one of the other position players just fill in?
Yeah, I mean they
The
had
whole
to.
thing's DHs. Like Trev said, they're not taking in defense at all.
But he's absolutely raking.
He is?
I mean,
it wasn't a knock. I just
Yeah.
like 3 DHs.
Yeah.
He's got a 952 OPS, 18 homers, 164 OPS plus. Like he's doing it.
Nelly.
And like Nelson Cruz is the easiest 1-year deal guy that every team should just pick up. You pay him $10 million and you say, go bang the ball around for us. Thanks. And the Twins have found that out. They just keep signing him to 1-year deals.
It's a good job by them.
$13 million this year. Would you pay $13 million for a 952 OPS? Yes, you would.
Who's gonna get him?
He's going somewhere.
Did we do outfielders?
No, I got him right here. Ready?
Yeah.
Starting. Well, not really starting, but he's listed as a starter. Mike Trout, Aaron
Stupid.
Judge, and Teoscar Hernandez. Congratulations.
They can't give
Teoscar.
Cedric Mullins the goddamn nod. Why does Trout need it?
He'll do it. He'll get it. I think
As
he'll
a
end up
starter.
starting in
Like, why
place.
does Trout-
I think he's
Yeah.
going to.
Does it
It's
count?
fan vote. It's fan
I think
vote.
so.
The starters.
Nothing matters.
Does.
And they
Some people.
don't mark down on the baseball reference page if you started. They just mark if you made the All-Star game.
This is true.
Hey now.
Cool.
Which
You're
doesn't
an all-star.
which again doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Behind him, behind them, the reserves are Michael Brantley, Joey Gallo, Adolis Garcia, and Cedric Mullins. So we're thinking
Nice.
Mullins will end up being the guy along with Aaron Judge and Teoscar.
Nice. The starting pitchers for the A are just full of my guys. Shane Bieber. Is he starting officially?
I think he's hurt, right?
He's hurt. That's what this asterisk means.
Yeah.
Okay. Garrett Cole also hurt. Going through grief. Nathan Evaldi. Gibby, our dude. Start Gibby.
Should be starting.
Yusei Kikuchi. My pick to click. Lance Lynn, my favorite ever. And Carlos Rodon.
Rodon.
Pretty cool. Good job.
Liam. What are they going to do with Otani? Are they going to give him a special, you can come pitch later in the game? Are they going to, I know they talked about that a little bit.
I know Madden
gonna get a
said
few
he's
at-bats.
gonna pitch and hit. So but
Yeah.
I think he's a starting DH, and I'm guessing he'll be like the second pitcher they use.
That would make sense, right? Because then
Maybe
you
the third.
And then you're just gonna be pitch hitting
you'd be
pitchers
pinch hitting
anyways.
anyway with the DH guys.
Yeah.
I like
Kevin Cash should just pull an all-time like make fun of himself moment and then go like mid-inning and pull Otani out. Like they should do that.
Cash has Otani throw like 115 bullets. Just empty the tank,
Just like-
kid.
0-2 count, just go out there and yank him. You're done. Bitch count.
Wearing the bone stimulator shirt. Hot.
That's the All-Star game.
Which division do you think has the most teams with only one representative?
Division. Most teams, one rep.
It's not the NL Central because they have a bunch with 2.
That's it. I got my peaches down.
I think it's the NL West.
The NL West, the Diamondbacks only have one representative, Eduardo Escobar. The Rockies only have one representative, Herman Marquez. But there is a division that has 3 teams with only one representative, and it is the AL Central. Tigers only have one, Royals only have one, and Twins only have one. The Orioles only have one. Right? The Rays only have one.
Yeah, Big Z.
The A's only have one, and the Mariners and the Mets and the Marlins. Trevor Rogers, Jake's pick to click.
Whoops.
Trev, who was yours?
Trev?
At the beginning of the year, we gave out pick to clicks.
Yeah, we gave out like breakout season. We think they're gonna like be a trade, like cement themselves. Like,
I think we each gave a hitter and a pitcher.
Was yours Buxton?
We'll pretend it was.
Can't be. No, I don't know. I'd have to. You guys are asking me a question that I have no idea the answer to. So
love those. Well, okay.
We do have a producer of the show. Maybe he's looking it up. Right
Congrats to the Red Sox. They have 5 representatives, the most out of any team.
That's awesome.
In baseball. Barnes, Bogarts, Devers, Evaldi, and J.D. Martinez. Blue Jays have 4. Astros have 4. Padres have 4. That's the most. Good job.
Good job, guys.
All right. Let's talk about home runs. If you want to bet on home runs, you go to DraftKings. And if you, whoa, what is this?
New read alert.
Our next segment is brought to you by DraftKings. We want to send an extra big thank you to DraftKings because they will be sending us to the All-Star Game next week. We'll be doing a ton of fun things with every JOMBOY Media personality, lots of content coming your way, and it wouldn't have been possible without DraftKings. Now, let me tell you about their current promotion. Yeah, they're sending us to Home Run Derby. We're going to have like a lot of people there doing. They're split up into 2 teams, and it's going to be who can get more balls.
Are we sitting next to each other?
Yeah, we have one row of 10 seats. So we're working on 12 seats. We're working on a shuffle.
Yeah.
Like every batter, we have to like shuffle down, or like, you know, every even seat.
We'll have some cameras in the middle.
I think every even seat
is going to be there.
10 content people and 2 videographer and social media. I'm thinking like every even seat steps forward, slides 2 to the left, wraps around. That way we get different pairings and fights nonstop.
Got to talk some smack a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to be next to Jake the entire
Are you guys on the same team?
I think we're opponents. I think, if I remember, you said something like, I can't stand Peter Moylan, so Jake, please take him. And I was like, all right, I don't give a shit.
Trev said that.
You both said that in unison. It felt rehearsed. Sure. It felt super rehearsed.
Me and Jake are on separate teams. You and Moylan are on separate teams. So I don't know who's with who. I think you're with me, Trev.
Peter's going to be super aggressive. I can already tell. I know
this. So
he's going to be so zonked
We'll put
out.
Ashland on him.
Ashland also on our team. We have all the crazy people. I got the crazies.
All right, so their
DraftKings.
Their promotion right now, McGray. Is that a delayed laugh at Jake or something new? Okay. McGregor versus Poirier. 3 is all set for UFC at 264. DraftKings. It's this weekend, yes. They're the official sports betting partner of UFC, and they have a knockout offer. They're offering 264 to 1 odds on a knockout in the first round during Saturday's main event. If the rubber match ends in the first round knockout, you walk away with the cash. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBOY when you sign up. Turn $1 into $264 when you bet on the main event fighter to win by the first round knockout. Place your bet and watch the fists fly this weekend. That's code JOMBOY to turn DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Wowza Weezer. All right.
I had one other snub that wasn't actually a snub, but again, it should be in the spirit of what we're doing. Another player I watched pitch last night. I watched MLB Tonight. I kind of appreciate what they're doing, but they just too many segments. It was unreal. They kept doing these crazy segments. It was like there's a lot of good baseball going on. Focus on it. Trev, you mentioned him earlier, and you were kind of like, is it earlier this year? Dude, Manuel Clase, it's broken. I watched a 100-mile-per-hour pitch move like an 83-mile-per-hour wipeout slider. It's unreal. And again, what are we trying to do here? It's an exhibition. So I kind of want to bring like all the circus tricks. So I'm kind of bummed he's not going, because I think if he pitched on the national stage, I think he would be the like, holy crap, what was that? I haven't seen a baseball do that.
Same thing, Nestor Cortez for me.
Yes.
You get the same reaction.
Oh
my God. What was that? Oh, news.
Oh!
Trev, preseason, your pitcher to click was AJ Puck, and your batter was Alex Kirilloff. Jimmy,
Both hurt.
Yep. Jimmy, your pitcher was Kikuchi. Your batter was Austin Slater. Jake, you had Rowdy Tellez and Trevor Rogers.
Rowdy having a mad year.
That was not a good episode.
Jom's killing it. What are you talking about?
Eat your ball.
What?
Trevor Rogers is incredible.
Trevor Rogers is good.
I think I'm 2 for 2.
Slater's been good. Who was the other one?
Kikuchi.
Oh, Kikuchi. Never mind. You're right. Okay, fine. You did great. I did really poorly. But they're hurt, though.
Second half of a season. You'll be back, Trev. I think Kirilloff's expected stuff is really good.
Jimmy, you also said you really liked Pache.
Oh, is he hurt?
He wasn't your choice, but you mentioned that you really liked him.
Yeah,
according to my notes.
I did, because he had experience more playoff games than regular season games, so I thought maybe it would happen for him. My picks are great so far.
Huge.
All right, the home run derby. We have 5 of the 8 slots filled. Shohei Ohtani leads the league with 30 home runs. When this article was written, didn't he hit 31 already?
Yeah, he has
31.
31,
I don't know when this article
By
was
the
written.
time this comes out, 41.
Pete Alonso is doing it, a former champion from the Mets. He has 13 home runs on the season. And then you have Salvi Perez, all-star. He has 20 homers on the season. Trevor Story, the hometown kid, he'll do it. Not an all-star, but there. He's got 10 homers on the season. Trey Mancini went through a lot, battled cancer, comeback player of the year.
Big applauses.
He has 15 homers. He's doing it. So, to me, that's an Ohtani runaway. So I wanted us to choose the next 3. We can stay within the all-star pool, or I think they're going to stay within the all-star pool. I don't know what they're going to do.
Schwarber should be in there.
He's hurt though, right?
He's hurt.
Is he?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Just got hurt?
Yeah.
Significant
Never mind.
hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
never mind.
good.
Way to pay attention, Trev.
If you want to go like, Gallo, obviously Tatis, but Tatis said no. But if they're going non-all-stars, Gallo's hot right now, and he could put on an absolute show in Colorado.
Gallo's an all-star.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I went into this without knowing anything. I learned a lot during the show.
That's
Gallo
good.
would be a
We're
great
all learning
one.
together.
Parentheses, I don't care about the all-star stuff.
I've got one
Yeah.
who I think would surprise people, but would put on an absolute show, and I think his fans would hate that he did it because, home run derby's got a connotation to it. You wear yourself out, blah, blah, blah. Bo Bichette.
Oh, my
And
God.
the way
can't
he
do it.
swings a bat,
He can't do it. Yeah.
that would be some of the purest form of entertainment. But, yeah, if you're a Blue Jays fan, that's your literal nightmare.
2 biggest swings.
I like Bo
If
Bichette,
if you're a baseball fan that's listening to this, hello, it's me.
How are you?
Go watch Bo Bichette swing, because you'll actually be shocked at how hard he swings a baseball bat.
It's me. Can I be honest with you right now? Is this like the trust tree?
Yeah, always.
Come on, Gibby.
I'm gonna sound like a hater here,
Perfect.
and I'm not, because I do love all these guys. I think it's gonna be a good show. It's not wowing me, the field right now.
No, it's not. That's what I was
field's not
saying. It's not.
wowing.
Ohtani's the wow. But I mean,
Ohtani, Pete Alonso's the returning champ. So I think he should.
Vladito said no. Tatis said no.
Judge said no.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
Judge 100% should be in.
He already won it. Why's he got to do it again?
Because he wants to be the face of baseball.
I don't think he does.
He's healthy this year.
Yeah, I think that's why. Because
he's a monster.
Well, when he won it, Trev, he was hurt for the next month. He hurt himself winning it.
All right, fine. He doesn't have to be in it. It's his prerogative. I do like the Bo Bichette pick. I think Gallo's another good one. I think we would love to see Adolis Garcia in it. I think he would crush the ball.
Out of the, I'm looking at Winker would be fun.
Winker.
Acuna would be fun. I'm looking at star appeal. I'm trying to look for guys that aren't like big home run hitters that I think would be fun. Like Devers.
Max Muncy would be awesome. Max Muncy did it last year, though, didn't he?
I feel like Muncy did it. Devers would be so fun because his deep breaths in between pitches and antics would be really fun.
Ozzy Albies. You got to get a little guy in there.
Oh, shit. Little monster. That's showing off baseball, why baseball's so cool. If you put like Ohtani and Ozzy Albies in the same home run competition.
I'll tell you who we need. Because we need someone to root against, and that's what would happen. Even though I will probably be rooting for him, because you guys know I'm a big Astros guy. I think Carlos Correa would be great in it. I think he'd be great in it. A lot of people will be rooting against him. You need a heel. He digs that. Like, if he goes and wins that, and he's got like another $1 million, and he just like takes the $1 million and like throws it away or something like that, like
sets it on fire on the field.
Just like right on the field.
So you want him to turn into the Joker.
Castellanos. There's a lot of personalities. I hope they round it out with personalities that national exposure would be good. Castellanos would be great.
Are we doing $1 million again?
I believe so.
I think so.
Fuck.
So who are some other rookies that aren't making dough yet?
They should also have more fun. Like bring in an old guy that still has home run derby, and I'm like, bring back Adam Dunn.
Cruz.
Like, I want retired guys.
There should be.
You don't want to see that.
Yes,
dude.
I do.
I saw that in Minnesota at the softball derby.
And what happened?
I am not an old guy, bro. Adam Dunn is like 50. I'm 35. Thank you very much.
Country
I'm
strong.
still very much in my athletic prime. The older guys, it was time to, like, it was tough to watch them.
Adam Dunn's 40.
Like, I love Jim Tomei, but it was tough to watch him because he needs a lot of time to get ready.
Adam Dunn's the same age as you, by the way.
How old is he?
41.
Oh, shit. I look good for 35.
I think we can all agree.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fun names. If you had to choose one, let's lock it. I want Soto. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
I'm done. I want Soto.
Okay.
I like Bo Bichette.
Unless he's already said
I've been
no.
watching Bo Bichette hit
Good job,
since
Jake.
he was in high school.
So Trevor's got Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
I have Soto,
I got no
and you
pick
have
then.
to choose someone
Yeah.
now.
Did you say that or did Jimmy say it?
No.
Jake's got to find
Nobody
a
knows
guy.
who says what anymore.
Trev.
I do have in my notes that 5 minutes ago, I wrote Jake wants Bo Bichette.
Could you say DeGrom?
Okay, forget it. You get Bo Bichette. That's a great one, Jake. I have another one.
Yeah.
DeGrom.
You're taking Bo Bichette. James is taking Soto, which, by the way, are two fucking excellent picks. Way to go.
Thank
You want to steal Soto?
Gallo.
I did say Carlos Correa, by the way.
Correa's good.
So that's my pick. Just absolute full heel.
No Zanino love.
Who's going to hit him to dead center? That's where we're sitting.
I think Shohei will do
Ohtani.
a couple.
I do too.
Yeah.
But who else can we choose?
We are, I think, on the righty pull side, which will make the Shohei ones
Let's
that
see.
go there that much more
They just got that
impressive.
little fade on it, you know.
Yeah.
If I don't catch a Shohei homer, I'm going to be absolutely pissed.
Well, I mean,
Love that
Jake
attitude.
is against you, and I
Love
mean,
that
I'm going to be
attitude.
pissed too, as you're my teammate, and there's a lot of money on the line.
Hold on. Right center? Or
I believe we are
left
in
center?
left center.
It's pretty central.
We're pretty much dead center.
The
We're
announcer
on
will
the
call
left
it a home
field
run to
side.
center.
The batter's eye,
yes.
we could jump into the batter's eye if we wanted to.
Yes. Might.
Depends how bad we need to win. There's $1 million in the line.
Dude, just let Ashlyn do whatever she wants. No one's going to tell her no. You kidding me? You want to argue with her?
Nope.
She'll rip someone to shreds.
It's my teammate.
It's my quarterback. Okay. We've had a fun conversation about the All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Do a skills contest.
I'd love it. Outfield throw would be so cool.
I've been saying that for a while too. Yeah.
Just put
Around the horn.
Yes.
Or
We
you could pick an angle. Either go full baseball and do run around the base or throw from the outfield or all of that, or let's go silly. Give me like an egg spoon race around the base.
Dude, give me fastest guy.
Pick an angle.
Give me fastest guy on active roster. Give me Trey Turner versus Shohei Ohtani versus Tim LoCastro versus Acuna or whoever it is, and let him go first to
I'm
home.
scared about injury there.
I like that too, but so I literally came up with this whole thing that I wanted the Players
music.
Association to do a long time
Trev's
ago.
whole thing, he wanted the Player Association to do music. We'll play the
What's the
music for you.
Me, I'm coolin', man.
Okay.
It was essentially a skills competition, but I wanted to do it in spring training because I wanted it to be a team thing.
Right.
And you're already doing a bunch of dumb drills. You already are sprinting and going first to third. You're already doing...
Passing.
Oh, God.
Jake's pick to click. Rowdy Tellez has been traded. 2. Any guesses? The Brewers.
Let's
Oh, that's such a
go.
Brewers move. That's such a Brewers move.
Hello, second half.
Vogelback's hurt, so they're just trading another beefy first baseman
He hates
from Blue
playing
Jays.
first, but that's fine. He's going to rake. He will have an 850 OPS higher or higher in the second half. Locked.
Gray-haired Trevor
Or I'll
Richards.
buy everyone
Ooh.
a house. I'll buy everyone a house if that doesn't happen.
Say it again.
If Rowdy Tellez doesn't have an OPS over 850 plus, I will buy everyone a house.
Gingerbread house or structural?
Every listener, a house to live in.
Wow.
Yeah.
The return is believed to include right-hand pitcher Trevor Richards, the gray-haired god.
Oh, wow.
Unclear if other pieces are in deal. Tellez has been in AAA since June 22nd. Richards came from the Rays in the Adames trade, reported by Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic. So Brewers doing a lot. They get Adames and Richards. Adames has been so good that Richards was kind of like an extra piece. So they're like, why not trade? Our pitching is great. Why not trade him in for maybe a potential bat? I love it for the Brew Crew.
Yeah. I know what that is.
I like it too.
That's the classic. You know, they traded, Fireeisen and another reliever to get Willie Adames and Richards. And then what they're trying to do is like, look, we turn these 2 relievers into our starting shortstop and our first baseman.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Is he going to come up and play first base for them?
Jake says he hates playing first
He
base.
hates it. He can. Is that an airplane, Trev? You okay?
That was really close
that
to my
real?
house. I don't know what's going on here.
The cool trade.
They
That's
have
huge.
isn't Colton Wong out too? So between him and Hura, just kind of figure it out. Whichever one of you stays hot. When
Oh,
Wong's
Keston
back,
goes to
yeah.
second and Rowdy goes to first, where he
Keston's
hates it, according to Jake.
Rowdy's uncomfortable, but he plays better when he's uncomfortable.
Hey, maybe we get Rowdy on a Tuesday Brews Day interview now. We can ask him about it.
Of course.
That's Trev's guy.
California guy.
Whichever one of you is hot. When Wong comes back, you're first base now.
Cool stuff.
Anyways,
Trev,
I was going.
team-
Jimmy, obviously, Jimmy interrupted me because that's basically the name of the show.
Passon interrupted you.
Fucking Jeff. Anyways, skills competition during spring training would work. Everyone's doing a bunch of dumb drills anyway. You're sprinting, you're going first to third, doing that whole thing. So if you want to do the speed thing, maybe you do it there. But really, like home to or around the horn with the infielders. I would love to see who the fastest fucking group of infielders is. I think that'd be really cool.
Trev.
Like, actually cool, not just messing around.
I'm going to cut you off again because you're going to give away our idea. We'll go on an RV trip.
Yeah.
I'm fucking ending the fucking show right now.
site to site,
because
and that's
every single time I try to say something, you interrupt me.
we're going to do it. It's such a
Au
good it's
revoir.
such a good idea. I don't want people to steal it.
He's doing it again.
He's out.
The Yankees don't get any pitching. They're not going anywhere back in 5.
They're going to steal that idea, but we should go camp to camp with our official stopwatch. Say, okay, fastest time. And then Jake has a clipboard of all the times.
Don't give me the clipboard.
You're the clipboard guy.
I'm going to lose the pen.
It's tied to the clipboard, and that's so obvious.
I know, and I always lost it.
Okay,
Trev.
that's the end of the show. Trev's not coming back. The end of the show. I kept interrupting
I
him.
saw a shadow moving. He's got wireless.
He's still got his
earpods.
headphones in.
Trev.
Trevor.
I'm sorry for him.
Come back for the music, Trev.